2. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Take 5 Sports. I'm your host, the Iceman Jay. We're back again for week 2 of the EPL review. We're going to talk about some disappointing games from, my point of view as a Manchester United fan. We're going to talk about the new boys at Everton, the new boy at Liverpool, and the league leaders still Arsenal. We'll see how long that continue. But in the meantime, we'll let these knuckleheads introduce themselves. Mr. Garfield, go ahead.
Welcome back, people. Glad to see you. Thanks for joining. You know what it is. It's Garfield. You'll never walk alone. This is what? This is take 5. What? Not 6, not 4, but what? 5. Kick it off.
All right, Mr. Fireman, go ahead, man.
Big up everybody, good night. My name is Wayne, and as Jeremy and Seth, Fireman. Yeah, I'm the only Real Madrid fan in here, so yeah.
You don't need to
Big
remind
champion.
We're going to cut you off and move on. All right, Rico, go ahead, man.
Yeah, Zico, Arsenal supporter for the last 20 years. You know what I mean? Arsenal FC. See, Adidas, new kit, old kit. Arsenal is not the league leaders. You hear that? Everton is. Everton scored 6 goals in the last 2 games. Arsenal is playing number few right now. Mister, get your facts straight, okay? Arsenal is playing number few. We're soon gone to 6, so just settle down.
Listen, when I try to give Arsenal a compliment, just take it.
No.
It's not answering this position. Nigel, go ahead.
Don't give compliment that's not warranted.
Go ahead, Nigel. Go ahead.
Oh, man.
Y'all already know who this is. It's Nigel, aka Nigel the Truth. I'm here to speak the truth, man. So check us out, Take 5. We're here to rock the world. We're gonna have some fun. It's all gonna be a nice show tonight. Tune in.
All right. So let's start off with the disappointment that is Manchester United. The continuous heartbreak, the everlasting toxic relationship that I am stuck in as a Manchester United fan. Nigel, give me a review of the game against Crystal Palace, please.
People, let me talk to y'all, man. You like that game this weekend? You enjoy that game?
I love it.
Yup.
I didn't like that game. Let me talk to my Man U fan. I didn't like that game. That game brought me memories of last year. Same tactics. We get the ball, pass across from side to side. The team is defending. We can't break them down. Come on, man. At the beginning of the season, I'm thinking to myself, let's see if the team is going to take a step forward. If Solskjaer is going to go home, study, learn, figure out a way to break down these lower sides. But guess what, people? He didn't figure it out. So
Bring the
after first week, I'm really worried, man, because I'm still seeing the same thing from last year.
All right. So like the Liverpool guy has something to say. Let me hear what you have to say. Go ahead, Garfield.
Listen, I don't know what Nigel's talking about. Team dead, boring. Manchester United not to show up on TV, not to show up on Peacock, not to show up on Hen, not to show up on Chicken. Just set them off for everything. No TV, no live stream, no nothing. Matter of fact, don't make we ever start off the show talking about Man U again.
But guess what?
True. To listen to better and bigger things. But
guess what?
We have to talk about this garbage side. Let me talk about them. Boring, and more boring. That's the review of the Manchester United team. Wrong lineup. How can you as a team have the exciting young 18-year-old? When you say Zico, I'm not afraid of nothing, not even COVID-19.
Not even COVID-19.
No, get them from anywhere, Russia, Iceland, all over. And you are going to tell me, as a man with 2 eyes, that James is better than Greenwood. And you're going to start James over Greenwood. Madness. And then let's kick it off to the defender. We give away all 3 goals.
Lindelof, man.
Lindelof, he needs to be taken off. Madman, idiot, garbage. Let me tell you, you can have Bale on the field. Every time, the only thing wrong with Bale is him just always injury prone.
Yeah,
but you can see, if you have 2 eyes, if you have 2 ears, even if you have a nose and can smell football, you can see the Bale is a better footballer than them, man. Listen to me.
That Lindelof.
Boring. And what, Zico?
Boring.
Let's hear your take, Zico. Let's hear your take.
All right. Before I continue my take, before I give you my take, What did I say was going to happen, and who did I say was going to score? Let's get that cleared first.
Zidane.
I said, what is his name, German?
Listen, man,
Zah.
just give your review. Just give your review, please.
No,
We don't need to revisit last
no,
week.
Jacob, when we started Zaha was before you went to Crystal Palace.
Manchester United. So
Hold on.
Mr.
Just give
Zaha
your
returned to the
review.
scene. Mr. Zaha returned to the scene of the crime and commit triple murder. Mr. Jermaine and Mr. Nigel, diehard Manchester United fan, I told you guys it was going to either draw or lose that game. I said Zaha was going to score and kill you guys. Your coach doesn't know what he's doing.
Lost.
Don't have a clue. Young,
Ooh,
excited Greenwood is on the bench. And let me tell you something. Your expensive signing last year, Bruno Fernandes, he was lost in that game.
Lost.
Hold on.
Real.
I gotta take
This was Bruno. Cheese doodles.
That's more like Lindelof. Go ahead.
Like Pogba.
That was more like the entire Manchester
was
United
all
team
team.
on Saturday. They
Go
did
ahead.
not play anything.
Go ahead, Nigel. Let me hear your rebuttal to these two guys before I go to
I mean, my rebuttal is this. They do have a point, but Man U fans, so you can't all be talking all the smack about my team, man. But on the other hand, though, I agree. The whole team played like crap, basically. Pogba, I'm like, yo, is that the world-class Pogba? That the big midfielder Pogba? Come on, man. You got to do better, Pogba. Bruno Fernandes, let's not even go into Bruno Fernandes, bro.
He was waiting for a penalty.
That man played like shit.
Yeah.
Before I go off and give you my
Hold up. I'm talking to my people. I'm talking to my Man U fans. Come on, man. We deserve better. We can't go to the same thing.
Get rid of Woodard.
We deserve better.
let me hear your take.
Come on.
It's rough. I'm not telling a lie, people. I picked Man U to win that game, and I did not like what I saw. For one, you can't have this big expensive centre back where you pay how much money for, meaning between Lindelof and Maguire them.
Lindelof.
Yo, the thing crazy out there.
Listen,
but
I'm gonna tell you guys the real.
Hold on, Jeremy. Hold on. I'm done. May I give you a chance? Me just. It's like when you watch a game, you don't know if it start. So, me say the man them this come Bobby late.
Manu was shit. Let's be honest. Manu was shit.
It's like the starters. You have to start from you might have to start from GM down, but we are going to keep it on the field and start with the coach. First of all,
the coach, Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, Marshall. I thought he was going to get leading goals. What happened there?
Marshall did nothing on the field.
They all play like shit.
But it's like this. Hold on, Ezekiel. It's like this, right? The coach, it starts with the coach because the coach ever motivate the player them to come play. Because you can't tell me say you have a big expensive team like this and the man them come against Crystal Palace and don't do a thing on the field. You can't sit down there.
Hold on, Will. You play for Man U. You need the coach to motivate you to go out there and play.
First game of the season. First.
Me get your point. But sometimes, all right. You know, say you have some big coach.
I think Solskjaer, I think Greenwood was still in Iceland. That's why we left him on the bench.
The thing, a joke thing. But you have the man them who can't feed Marshall the ball. Me not gonna blame everything for Marshall, but it's like, you know, you need the midfield, you need the midfielder them. Midfielder them not out there. Where Rashford out there though? Where Daniel James them out there though? Not at all.
Let me interject. From start to finish, we play like crap. And this just goes to the point that I try to drive home. We don't have an identity. The coach don't know what he's doing. So because you don't have a coach who doesn't know what he's doing, that leads to a team that's unprepared. It doesn't matter how talented the team is. If your coach don't know what he's doing, then the team in itself
I need
will
to
be
come
the
out with a tactic,
clear.
with
Guys,
proper
I
tactics.
care about the floor, Jeremy, but I have to take a timeout for our Take 5 fans here. What is it, people? Take 5, not 6, not 4, but 5. Jeremy, last week I asked you and Nigel specifically because I know we was going to get here, you know. That's why I'm taking a quick timeout. I asked you, do you need to fire the coach?
And I said to you,
and you said,
let me interject. Let me interject. Let me answer because I knew you was going to bring that up, right? I said Solskjaer is a problem, but he's not the problem.
But yet you started with him this week.
Because that was on the field. You understand? No matter what is going off the field, no matter how bad Woodward is at his job, no matter how bad the board is at his job, you understand, at their job, that had nothing to do with Sunday. So because of that, I'm not going to bring that up. You understand? Right now, Manchester United is like a house with a hole in the roof, right? And you have a nice, expensive Persian rug, right? And under that rug, you have some nice hardwood floor. But guess what? Every time it rains, they wet up the rug, and then the water seep through to the floor, and now the floor start mildew, right? My biggest concern right now would be to fix the roof, not to rip up the rug and fix the floor.
So your concern right now is to spend more money.
And spending more money. It's about fixing the roof.
Right? How you fix the roof?
How you fix the roof?
By getting rid of the board and the management. But right now we are talking.
That not happen. You have to fire the coach.
What we are talking about is the puddle that's on the floor, right? So the puddle that was on the floor is the game last Sunday.
No, bigger than the game last week, Jeremy. Bigger than the game.
What's been going on for the past 5 years? It's bigger than the game.
Well, hold on, let me tell you what is the problem with Manure. The problem with Manure is that Manure doesn't have a system. And they don't have a system because they don't have a sensible coach. Or you're going to hire as Manure, a top club, and hire a coach, even though in play for you, that was coaching at Mutton in some Eastern European country that nobody knows. What was the name of the team he was coaching before?
I don't know.
Molda. But here's the thing. That was a decision made by incompetent people.
He doesn't have a system of play. And that's why the Zico point, you're right, Zico. If you bring in Pele in that system, they're gonna make Pele look like rubbish.
Exactly.
If you bring in Maradona in that system, no, Maradona are the great ones.
But the foolishness, you know.
If you bring in Sancho in that system, it's gonna make problem.
Yeah, Sancho never make any difference. If Pragma can't make any difference, Sancho can.
Right.
Let me answer Garfield's question on German and take part on German.
Yeah.
The thing is, right, this is the problem, right? If the heads of the club don't change their philosophy in terms of scouting and buying players and hiring coaches, we're not gonna get anywhere. Point blank.
Exactly.
Nigel.
And a coaching staff, the staff.
The philosophy is poor.
All of them missing the point. I'm going to tell you what is the point right now. Manchester is like Arsenal right now. They're not interested in winning cups. They're interested in selling gears, selling merchandise. They're interested in making money. That's all it is right now. Manchester United after past of winning trophy and competing for trophy is gone. Arsenal and Manchester United now is about profiting and how they can profit and make money. That's all it is. Manchester United is one of the biggest clubs in the world and they're profitable. Arsenal is profitable and that's all they're doing, marketing and making money. So we're talking about getting rid of the board, that's not happening. Until you guys finishing like 18th and 17th and 16th, getting rid of the board is not happening. So get used to it. Just get used to stocking and getting used to losing. That's all I'm saying.
The board is not they're not going to do their board.
Unfortunately,
that's thinking in terms of not thinking like Arsenal, in trying to make money and not winning anything, then there's going to be a problem.
But it's already a problem. It's already a problem. You didn't see that? It's already a problem.
It's been a problem.
And I'm glad that we introduced ourselves here. Listen, remember to leave your comments. I have been telling Nigel and Jermaine this for the last 4 years. Get used to this.
It won't be 30 years.
You're right,
Remember,
Nigel. It's going to be longer.
It can't be longer. It cannot be longer. Remember, it can't be longer.
All right, let's
Yo.
get off the nightmare that's Manchester United. Let's talk about Arsenal continuing their unbeaten run so far in the season. Seems like Arteta has found a winning formula over there. The new
No,
defenders look good.
unlike Manchester United, Mikel Arteta came in and see the strength of Arsenal team and find a little formula and a system and play into that system to the strength of the team. That's all it is. That's the difference. Manchester United is better on paper than Arsenal, but Arsenal got a system and they're playing for the coach. It's the other way around with Man U. So and Arsenal is not leading the table. The season is young. They had a tough time against West Ham on Saturday. West Ham should have at least West Ham should get at least 3 goals. Antonio get point blank. What?
We can argue. We can argue about all of the player them were better. Which player better? But go on, continue your point.
But on paper, Manchester United spent $1 billion.
Oh, yeah, talk about the money part. All right. Continue.
And they have better midfielders on the name than Arsenal. If we're being 100% honest.
I agree.
Matic, Bruno Fernandes. You want me to keep going?
You have to applaud the job that Mikel Arteta is doing.
Yeah, it's about
applaud the job. But Arsenal should have conceded at least 3 goals. If Antonio was a little bit better, he would have scored 2 more goals. Let's be honest. Our defending was horrible, but we got better throughout the game. We won, and we're happy that we won, but we got a lot of work to do to compete.
Megan, let me hear what you have to say.
Hats off to Mikel Arteta. He clearly identified the weakness in that defense, and he has everybody playing as one in that team. When you see a coach coming to a club, especially a big club as Arsenal, and this is his first managerial job, and the fact that you see that Mikel Arteta has clearly got the players to buy in and working hard for each other, you have to applaud that. I don't understand Zico as an Arsenal fan that's not more excited. Mikel Arteta is working on a formula, people, and Arsenal is a team to watch.
We play Liverpool this weekend, right?
And it's a team to watch, especially.
Zika, respond.
We play Liverpool this weekend, right?
Go ahead. What do you think? Yes. Go ahead, Zika, respond.
I'm asking you a question. Are we playing Liverpool this weekend, right?
Yes, you are.
That's what the schedule says.
Okay.
And how do you feel you guys will do?
And we're going to get to that game.
How do you feel you guys will do?
So take five fans, stay tuned, because we're going to give a preview show of the games on Thursday. So remember to log in, watch, like, comment. Take what? Take 5, not 6, not 4, but what? 5. Kick it off.
Take 5 Nation. We'll play Liverpool on Saturday. Right, Mr. Garfield? The last 2 times we have Liverpool tickets with the new signing of Thiago. You don't think it would be a better game for Liverpool?
But we don't energy as an Arsenal fan.
What?
Liverpool and you talk about Liverpool. If you talk about yourself,
but listen what I'm saying to you. You're talking a lot. You're talking a lot, Mr. Champion. Let me talk. Stop worrying about Arsenal. I applaud you for giving Arteta credit, but Arsenal is nowhere compared to Liverpool. We're going to fight and we're going to battle and we're going to crawl to the finish. But I'm surprised. I would be surprised if we win the game. Arsenal always give Liverpool the award for it. I get you that. I give you that. But if we win or draw, that's big comment to Arteta. But other than that, I expect Liverpool to win.
But you guys have won the last 2 games.
Yeah.
So
we
why
won the last 2 games.
So why so morbid? Why why
because
so down? Where's the confidence?
The last 2 games to beat Liverpool, I'm going to be honest with you right now. They just came back from COVID-19. They already won the cup. They had nothing to play for. Community Shield, they were still on vacation. Right? So
you saying Arsenal just got lucky? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Nobody don't want to hear
that. Okay, nobody don't want to hear that argument. Let's talk about Everton. So far, the surprise of the season. Everton being the surprise of the season. Before we get to previews, let's stay on the review. This is a review show. Okay? So since Mr. Arsenal doesn't want to talk about, the greatness of Arteta so far, right? Nigel, jump in. You have something to say. Go
I
ahead.
need to see more.
Go ahead.
I need to see more. We're playing Liverpool this weekend. We're playing for something now.
All right. Go ahead, Nigel. Go ahead.
I want to chime in on this hot topic of Arsenal. Honestly, Arsenal has looked really good for the past 2 games, but we all know Arsenal. Arsenal is not tough. And we have to see when they play the bigger sides, how they're going to perform. And we also have to see when they play the crappy sides, the sides that's going to be physical against them, to see how they perform. So let's hold our horses for the moment, people. Let's hold our horses.
All right.
That's a fair argument. That's a fair argument.
Wait, go ahead.
Because that is the Arsenal. It's so frustrating talking to a Man U fan. It's the same past Nigel living in. He's talking about the Arsenal as the past. From Arteta came in, he's talking about let us see Arsenal again.
From what I've seen under Arteta, I'm agreeing with you. From what I've seen under Arteta, they've been well against the big teams.
Against Chelsea, they beat Chelsea.
Correct.
Man City, they beat Man City.
Correct again.
Liverpool twice, they beat Liverpool twice.
Correct again. That's a run.
For what you're seeing, you're living in the past, just like how you're living in the past with Man U. Based off what we're seeing from Arsenal under Mikel Arteta, the sun is shining bright.
Garfield is not the past.
Let me answer that as an Arsenal fan. When Emery came in, we were unbeatable in 10 games. And then what happened? The wheels fell off. Like I said, give Arteta more time. Don't tell me nothing about my club. Worry about worry about Liverpool, please. Thank you.
Garfield, this is what I'm saying.
Even in the first 10 games when Emery was in charge, you could see that every game he was changing his lineup. You could see that he didn't have a definitive playing style. That is not the same with Arteta.
But Garfield, this is what I'm saying. We've seen this before. Where Arsenal plays good for a period of time, then they go back to the same Arsenal.
We have it.
I have to disagree. I have to disagree with you, Nigel. But for some reason, Uncle Garfield is speaking sense on this topic. Go ahead, Will. Let me hear you chime in before we switch gears.
Yeah. So, may I say you have to give Arteta some credit, because as Garfield was saying, him have the man them buy into the system, and we're talking about the system that Man U need a system too. But at this point in time,
Man U coming at Arsenal argument.
Listen, I get to my point, but go on. Me understand your offset, Nigel. It's fine. But in all seriousness, Ceballos, I play lights out for Arsenal as a young Real Madrid product. It was a good signing, and he might help the team. But at least you see where Arsenal attack. But usually defensive was Arsenal problem. But defense is a thing where everybody have to, if your defense weak, everybody have to help. And I guess that is where Arteta come in and he must say, yo, make attack as one and defend as one. So yes, man a run back, and that is importance of your midfield, So that's the difference. I go back to Man United. Where
all right, we don't want you
Pogba. You have Pogba. You have Pogba. If you go play Pogba and say, for example, you have Van der Beek, them come in and them go play like a defensive mid. You need for everything set up in a certain way for say, okay, the defense now play good, so make pack it in and attack as one and defend as one. So that when I come back to Arsenal and I say, yo, that is where I see a difference in them this year. In these first 2 games, them play as a unit. I like how them attack. So it's a good start, but we know, as I say, we know Arsenal. Well, as I say, we know Arsenal is. Them started a certain way and then fall off down the track. But we can see if that will go on with them this year. Yeah? But good start, and I love the forward line. What I miss as Eco?
You go mute.
Mute.
Yeah, unmute him, but him not unmute.
Look
I mute himself.
Take five, not 6, not 5.
Not 5, not 4. Please like, share, and comment. Not 5, 4, 3, 2,
Go
5.
ahead, Zico. You was trying to
Go
chime
choose
in.
Eco.
Like I'm saying, give Arteta credit. He has come in and did a great job. Like I'm saying, all I want to see is more. That's it. I'm not saying that they're playing bad. So give him credit. I want to see more. Let's see how we do against Liverpool this weekend. Let's see him set up the side. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question before we switch gears. If Arsenal manages to pull out a positive result against Liverpool this weekend, what would your tune be then?
Same as now.
Same as now. Reserve. Yeah. What I will say is, before we move off this topic, right? A game like Saturday in the past is a game that Arsenal would have lost. But under this manager, they have somehow managed to turn the corner and pulled out positive results.
Let's find out. Let's find out. Because I think we'll see Saturday is fast approaching. Saturday is fast approaching.
What do you guys think about the newcomers at Everton under Ancelotti? Also sitting atop the league with Arsenal. Nigel, give me your thoughts on Everton.
They look good. They scored goals in bunches, man. Right now, they look really good. As I expected, they will look good. But again, the season is young, so let's give them some time. Let the season get settled and see how they perform.
Okay.
I didn't want this guy, James Rodriguez, in the EPL enough. For years, I was hoping that he didn't come in the EPL. Now that he's finally here, he's doing exactly what I thought he would do. James Rodriguez is problems. Let me tell you, people, James is problems. Everton is going to be a hard out this year. It's going to be a long season for teams when you come and play Everton. These young forwards, you can see a chemistry developing already between James and Richarlison. The team right now is on fire. They're hot.
Listen, what I will say is, at the start, and we talked about this off camera amongst ourselves, where I have pointed out that I feel that Everton under Ancelotti, especially with these 3 new signings playing under his system, is going to be a problem. There's a reason why I said Manchester United will struggle to finish top 4. Because it's looking like Spurs is getting behind Jose Mourinho 1,000%, giving him all the tools that he wants. And once Jose is a happy manager, given the tools that he wants, he will pull results. Everton, boy, oh boy, oh boy, a talented team plus a well-coached team is going to be a problem for a team like mine that is disjointed and has no clue where left, right, or center is, and have 2 breadstick in the back for our defenders. So as a Manchester United fan, I am beyond worried. So
I have to interrupt. This is enough. Take 5 people. I want to apologize to you. We have spoken so far about 3 different games, and every time we talk about a game, we end up back at this garbage side. People that don't want to hear nothing about Man U no more. Them side
stop talking about Man U.
Them side they're boring. We
Stop
don't
talking
hear
about Man U,
about
bro.
them.
So let's
yes, we need to move on from Man U. We're tired of Man U now. Too much Man U, man.
So let's
Man U.
Hold on.
What about City? City
I'm getting to the cream of the crop. We saved the best for last. We saved the best for last. And we're going to discuss the Liverpool game. Now, Thiago came on at halftime, and in 45 minutes, he had more successful passes than the entire Chelsea team. Now, we spoke about this signing very briefly. And, we were saying, why haven't Liverpool spent the money to get this guy in from week 1? But after they stumbled, it looked like Klopp went upstairs and said, listen, boss, we need to get in gear. Because shortly after funds spend, not only Thiago came in, but they signed a new forward also. So, Mr. You will never walk alone. Give me your opinions on the new boy.
When
And the
you
other
say
new.
stumble, what are you talking about? Stumble? I didn't see a stumble.
You didn't see a stumble.
No.
3 goals against a newly promoted team isn't a stumble.
Do you see that newly promoted team? How exciting they are. We have to talk about them to the Take 5 Massive as well. Because that team is very. If you're going to watch a game this year, people, make sure you watch that game as a neutral. Watch Liverpool and then click over and watch Leeds. Very entertaining. But sticking to the Liverpool, it was a solid performance this weekend. We created many opportunities, and one of my disappointments with Liverpool over the weekend is the lack of that killer instinct. After we took control of that game with a deserved red card, with a rugby tackle down the middle of the field, brilliant ball by my baller Henderson. Big up yourself, Henderson. Brilliant pass down the middle. And man, you don't know you're a man. Listen to Johnny Barnes. John Barnes, big up yourself. Man, stay at Liverpool. You're gonna be a legend. Impressive 2-0 performance with a gift from the most expensive keeper in the world. But Liverpool is what we thought they are. What Danny Green said, they are who we thought they were. Quality team, quality players with a phenomenal coach, and we get a well-deserved victory over an up-and-coming team. Liverpool,
Nigel, go ahead. Give me your thoughts.
I have nothing to say about Liverpool right now, man. Keep it moving.
Yeah. This is the time to talk
Oh,
about
man. Zico, go ahead, man. I don't want to hear from the bias guy anymore. Zico, go ahead.
Liverpool was very impressive.
Very impressive. Boy, look like we have some scared competitors in here. You know, from my point of view, I felt, Liverpool, the rich got richer. But you brought up an interesting point. That great pass from Henderson to set Mane through. Now that Thiago is in, who do you feel complete the midfield 3? Who comes in? Who gets left out?
As a Man U fan, you must want to bring up some mix-up arguments.
No, we have to answer. We have to ask the tough questions. I take 5, not 4, not 3, but 5. We ask the tough questions. So with Thiago arriving, who drops out?
What I'll say is this. In Klopp, we trust. And in training, Klopp will pick the best 11. So right now, the best 11 players that will fit on the team will play.
And in your opinion, who would be the best 3 in that midfield 3?
Right now, it have to be Fabinho. We have to see more. Listen, Thiago gave a very impressive performance, but we have to slow.
Listen, right now you're trying to play on the fence. Give me 3.
No, he played against 10 men over the weekend. That's why
Henderson and Thiago.
He played against 10 men. Right now, the best midfield trio that Liverpool has right now is clearly Henderson, Fabinho, and Keita.
Not Wijnaldum, not Gini.
Keita is going to the bench once Thiago get acclimated. You know that. Come on.
Let's see.
Because Wijnaldum not start? So which party? Where does he fit?
The starting midfield 3 on was it Sunday?
Yeah.
On Sunday was Henderson, Gini, and Keita.
Yeah.
Right.
So
it's going to be Fabinho. It's going to be Fabinho, Henderson, and Thiago.
What do you think, Nigel?
To the bench.
Any thoughts, Nigel, or is that Manchester United fan you don't even want to discuss anything Liverpool?
What I want to say is this. We all know Liverpool is impressive. But I agree with the man over there, you never walk alone, that after Chelsea went down to 10 men, they lacked the killer instinct that we all expected.
But the game was pretty much over. It was like a training session.
They should have scored at least 2 or 3 more goals. But that didn't happen. So that was the only point I took from that game.
Okay. All right. And for the last review game, City beat Wolves. What do you guys think? How do you guys feel the team will do
first 45 minutes, City was dominant, reminding the league of who they are. And then second half rolls around, 25 minutes in the second half, City relapsed to who they were at the end of last season.
Right. So it's a tale of 2 halves for sure.
Yeah, it was a tale of 2 halves. They allow Wolves back into the game. But were victorious, so give them credit. They look hungry. Like I said, the first 45 minutes, Pep did a good job setting up the side. They competed well. They get an early lead, clear penalty.
Let's give a round of applause to Jesus.
I finally score.
He scored a goal, man. Let's give him a hand.
that young boy in the middle, Pep definitely has a play, and that young boy Phil Foden.
Phil Foden. Him and Greenwood, they know to score goals because they were scored in Iceland. So
yeah, very confident footballer. Very positive footballer. He's going to be a very good player.
Yes.
But you got to talk about the pass. Sterling played a great ball across.
Yeah, man. Sterling, I want to see this year Sterling going to take that leadership role in the team. And
it seems like
normally,
it.
City, you say, everything runs through De Bruyne, then
right.
Aguero. I want to see if, while Aguero is missing for these next 2 months, if Sterling is going to really step up as a senior player now and take some leadership on and lead this team in the right direction.
Yeah, let's find out. But City was very good.
City squad is a true leader on the back line.
Yeah.
I think that's where they struggle. I don't think there's anything wrong with City defensive shape. It's usually individual errors that cost them to let in these silly goals towards the ending of a half or the ending of a match. And I think if they clear up these issues, they were my early season prediction to win the league. Partly because, I would hate to see Liverpool win back-to-back titles. But
that'd be the worst nightmare.
It would be our worst nightmare. But
right?
I think with everything else, and from the middle of the field, they have enough depth and quality. Up top, they have enough attacking firepower. Granted, they don't have a number 9 that I have enough faith in. But they will get enough goals from the middle of the field and from their wide players.
And they will get enough chances to score.
They will create enough chances for Sterling to miss his customary 3 out of 10. But, if you get...
For real, man.
But I will say this, though.
You will score 1 or 2.
But I will say this. Jeremy, I'm going to defend Sterling. Sterling has come a long way, man.
Oh, yes.
We have to give Sterling... Yes,
it's true.
Covered a long way to where he's right now.
Yes,
and I think
he went from a conversion rate of 10% to 15%. But I agree with you.
I think the season is going to take a step forward too. I really believe that.
Yeah, well, I would hope so. About Sterling conversion rate, what Rashford conversion rate.
Last week I disagreed with this.
Again, maybe you come back to this mind you again.
Bringing up Manchester United, but yet you bring him back in, huh? You were complaining about us bringing up Manchester United, but yet you bring him back.
Don't play Sterling and Sterling them a baller.
No, nobody's downplaying Sterling. I'm giving him his props. I'm acknowledging his progress.
About 15%. Me say about progress. What a look like Mourinho did something to those Tottenham players this week, huh? What an impressive second half.
What a changer. What a changer.
And then them are going Bale in the mixer now.
With that counter-attacking style that Mourinho likes to hit on the break fast. If he gets the players that he likes to fit his system, then he will get results. Not title contenders, because I don't feel that style of play is conducive to winning titles anymore. But we saw what it did to a very untalented Manchester United squad with an even much younger Rashford, a much younger Martial, and that team finished second when Tottenham was much more talented at the time, when Liverpool was much more talented at the time.
Take 5, please like, share, and comment.
So we know what Mourinho can do when he gets a squad that fits his philosophy. He will get
destroy them and get fired.
Yeah,
we know.
and it look like another young baller will lose his place. You hear there's some rumors linking Dele Alli with PSG.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, but I would have blamed that on Mourinho. Dele Alli has been playing like crap for the past 2 years.
And that's not the type of course to bring him back. Dele Alli is a talent. And when you
I would agree
like that, you have to find a way to bring him into the mix. But
Yeah, you have to.
I can't say too much wrong about Spurs over the weekend. That was a very impressive 5-2. But I don't want to take 5 massive. Although you see clearly we have some panelists, Nigel and Jeremy, that are very biased to their team. It's very important for me to point out. If you see a Leeds game coming on, watch it.
I would agree.
Watch it over Manchester United.
Very exciting.
Yeah, man.
And as you can see, it take 5 people. As much as them say them don't like talk about Manchester United, it somehow it can't leave them lips, right? So we have reviewed all the games, but before we wrap up, we would like to give our panelists the opportunity to give some hot takes and hot topics on their mind, whatever it is they want to weigh in on and talk about and discuss. And we'll sign off on that. Let's start off with Nigel. Any hot topic you want to sign off or get off your chest, man?
Yes, let me talk to my Take 5 people. Listen, people. In this world, we are gonna be fair. I'm looking at this college scandal with Lori Loughlin. She got 2 months sentence for conspiracy to commit wire fraud and mail fraud, right? They're gonna give her the option to choose which prison to go. Tell me, Take 5 people, listen, tell me. Do you think if it was a minority or poor people, would they give us that same opportunity? Would they give us that same jail time? No, I don't believe so. We are gonna be fair, man. We are gonna be fair, people.
All right. Zico, let me hear what you have to say, man. Talk to the people.
On the my topic is Arsenal Liverpool. Can't wait to see that game. I'll be sitting at the edge of my seat. Abba Yang.
Look forward to the Premier League preview show, people.
All right.
Look forward to the Premier League.
Fireman, let me hear what you got to say, man. Talk to the people.
We're just ready for some La Liga games and thing. Real Madrid ready to roll out. My one other take is, go Lakers tonight. Go LeBron.
I mean, go LeBron tonight.
All right. Garfield, talk to the people and hear what you have to say, man.
Say, people, see my daughter in the background. I'm going to go focus on her. Listen, me, people. I want to give you some history and some background about that comment just now. Wayne grew up as a Sacramento Queens fan, and now he's talking about the Lakers. So that's my take on that. To go back on what Nigel was saying. Nigel, that made me happy. I think in that story, what we have to point out in cases like these, it's not the Lori Loughlins of the world, We have to point out who the judge is, who granted something like that, and who the defense lawyer is, and who the prosecutor. Who are those people? Because if they're giving that thing, we have to ensure that that's the new order that they set, and everybody else can take advantage of those kind of benefits that's now being given out. But my people, I'm a Liverpool fan already. I'm also a Dallas.
Girls fan.
Let me tell you, people, I think this victory and this fight back in the fourth quarter, the Dallas Cowboys,
May I wait? Oh man, may I wait?
Dallas Cowboys will go to
Let me respond.
Win the
I got him.
Bowl.
I got him.
Here by
I got him.
Family. Big up
Nigel, go on. Can't bother.
All right. Thank you, Take 5 family. We've come to the end of our show. This was the end of the EPL review. I know these guys have a lot to say, and if I let them continue, they will go on and on and on and on and on. So tune in for the Premier League Week 3 preview show that will be airing this weekend. All right. Remember, this is Take what? Take 5, not 6, not 4, not 3, but Take 5. God bless.